Oh, he was so small, but man, I liked him. Him
and Chad LaRose too.
Yeah, like they work. They're so small, but they work hard. Like I like it.
I just remember that picture of it. It's like Gerby and Tyler Myers.
Yeah,
and back to back.
Nathan Gerby was really small. Yeah. And a couple players retired this past week. Alex Burrows, after 13 seasons. He was with the Canucks and Sens. And Jared Boll retired after 11 seasons. One of the last enforcers to retire. I mean,
he always used to beat up the Oilers, and I hated him.
When he was a Blue Jacket, right?
Yeah. I was thinking, was he? No, that wasn't him. Taylor Hall, I think it was his rookie season, maybe?
Yeah.
He fought a Blue Jacket, and then he hurt his ankle or something.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if that was Bull or not. Oh, it's probably Dorset.
Yeah. Dorset. But I mean, two guys. I mean, Burrows had 913 games played, 409 points. I mean, he was obviously a key player to their 2011 Cup run against the Bruins.
He scored that OT goal against the Hawks first round.
Yep. I mean, I remember him. He was a key member of that team. I mean, 13 seasons. I mean, he's already retired, but he's 37 years old.
It was Derek Dorsett.
Was?
Yeah.
And then, I mean, Jared Boll, 171 fights, leads the league since 08-09.
Wow.
His career, he had 28 goals and 66 points in 579 games.
Obviously wasn't there to score goals. But he was an impact player.
But they actually said, like, despite being in the penalty box, he's in the box lots. He actually managed to get 66 points even.
Yeah.
Quite
But like you said, he made a big impact.
But one of the last enforcers, you know?
I mean, you have that Michael Haley from Florida who's kind of...
But like a legit...
But he leads the league in fights every year.
Yeah.
He gets...
That might be a legit only thing he
does. A dozen fights, yeah.
Where, you know what I mean? Like, Jared Boll, legit, that's all he did.
Yeah.
Like, look at his stats. That's all he did.
Those guys don't really exist anymore.
No. Even Matt Martin's not an enforcer. He's a hitter. He hits everybody, and he'll fight. But legit, he doesn't fight. Like, you know, he ain't Derek Bugard or like those guys.
Steve McIntyre.
Yeah, those guys honestly could not play hockey.
Yeah.
They could fight and they could hit, but that's about all they could do. Change the momentum of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now the goon, the enforcer, whatever you want to call them, they're pretty much like George Laraque. At least George Laraque could play a little bit.
Got a hat trick.
Huh? That's what I mean. If you're getting a hat trick, you're doing something right. Brian McGrattan, he could play a little bit too, but he was more of a fighter too. Yeah, it makes you wonder. Like, we've been through waves in this league where go like the new NHL, those guys seem to be fading out, and then there was a stretch that he started coming back.
Yeah.
Like when Toronto had Colt Moore and Fraser McLaren. You know, that was the one line, fourth line. Is like, I mean, Fraser McLaren's another guy. Like, could not play. But yeah, went through waves. Like, and it seemed like other teams are starting to have enforcers come and play, and then now they died out. I mean, do you ever see another wave, or is that's it? Like, enforcers,
I think they're gonna evolve. I think they're gonna evolve to something else.
You might see more players like Brett Marchand's, where they can play the game, but they're actually kind of a little bit of a pest.
I think we're going to start seeing more Tom Wilsons.
And Ryan Reeves and Matt Martins. I mean, Matt Martin's not near the caliber of
Smith-Pelly.
Devontae Smith-Pelly. I think if you can play like Scott's a Tom Wilson, that's a pretty good...
See, Matt Martin's more... I would not even put him in nearly as good as Not even close to Tom Wilson.
No.
Matt Martin's more, I'd say he's better than Bull, but not that much better.
No.
Because Matt Martin doesn't get many points either. Literally, he's just hits. I don't know. Like Cal Clutterbuck. Like, he doesn't get points either.
No, he just hits.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, those guys just hit, where Tom Wilson actually contributes to his team, point-wise, too. I mean, it's kind of... Yeah, I wouldn't mind you see those guys that can hit and play with the edge and still put points. I don't know.
Instead of
These
just
guys are-
having your fourth line just go out there and crunch some bodies.
Yeah.
Might as well get some guys that can
Well, that's just it.
create
Like,
something.
like Toronto's fourth line coming up this year. You know, center, I'm not sure who it's going to be yet, but I know on the wing it will be Kapanen or Brown or
And Janssen.
Ennis or...
You play Janssen on there.
Yeah, like...
I think I could see Fred Gauthier being that middle guy.
That's what I mean.
There isn't much depth
there's
in the
no-
Marlies up the middle.
There's no goons.
Nope.
They're guys that can
But
skate.
It's always like fourth line is always
Yeah.
the big tough line. I
You
always thought.
You always had Scott Thornton or Brian McGrattan or
Like-
back in the day Domi or
like you always had scoring line number 1, scoring line number 2. I mean, then
It's
your
utility
third line
line.
was what?
more of a utility line.
Yeah, and then you had your fourth line was literally like your guys that fought.
You're checking.
You're grinding, checking line.
Yeah.
And now it's like scoring line, scoring line, scoring line, scoring line. Oh, almost.
Yeah.
Like teams are more, all 4 lines could score. I know that's how Toronto is now.
That's how most teams are. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to be.
Yeah.
Because if you're a team that doesn't have that scoring line on the guys that can score on the fourth line, or at least the guys that can defend really well on the fourth line, you're getting scored on.
But the thing is, should teams have almost designated checking forwards to stop guys like McDavid, Crosby, Ovechkin? Or is it just...
I mean, that's kind of the role of guys like Tom Wilson, guys like Ryan Reeves, guys like Nazem Kadri. Guys who... That's their job. I mean, Nazem Kadri a little more talented, I think, than those other guys I mentioned, but...
I know Derek Dorsett, Vancouver's trying to use him to be a shutdown. I know McDavid a little bit.
He had a very effective season before he had to retire.
Ryan Kessler's another guy they use as shutdown role now. More, because he doesn't put up the points like he used to. But he can win draws and he can check.
He does a very good job being like glue on especially top guys. Like a McDavid
I'm trying to think. Yeah, there might be more of those kind of guys. More like checking forward. Like that shuts down their top guy or a checking line that shuts down.
Mm-hmm.
There's a difference between checking lines, obviously, than just like a goon line.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it almost makes better hockey when everybody on the team can play.
Yeah.
Like even Tom Wilson, he makes it entertaining to watch because he does bring skill and he does bring hitting and he does play. Like, he's not dirty, but he does play a little more on the edge.
He
Yeah.
can actually skate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where
He does some shady things, I
as
think.
much as you, as a
goon or
fan,
whatever, but
as much as you loved the Boogards and the McIntyre, as much as you loved them because they're
Grattan, yeah.
those guys,
They bring energy to the...
they brought energy and they, like, and I'm a guy that's for fighting. I am like pro fighting. I wish there was more fights, but I also understand. But I don't ever liked the fighting that was staged right off the face-offs. I never liked that. I like the fighting that's in the heat of the game. Your guy gets hit from behind, okay, and then you respond and you fight.
Yeah.
Because, you're mad or you turn around and they fight. Awesome. But I don't like, right off the draw, I don't like that. Like, well, let's go, bud. Okay, let's go. I don't like that. That's just fake.
Yep. Stage.
Staged. I do like bench brawls too, but those don't happen either.
That's in late 90s, mid 90s stuff.
Early 2000s.
Yeah. Late 80s.
What was the last bench brawl?
Calgary and Vancouver.
Yeah.
Well, was it? No, sorry, it wasn't
Yeah,
a bench brawl. It was a line brawl. Just
Yeah.
those two lines, remember? Yeah, the home team put their lineup in, and then the away team responded with their lineup. But what do? You put out your stars that get beat up. You have to almost be put out. You gonna take that chance?
Nope.
I don't remember if it was in Calgary or I think it was in Calgary.
No, it was Vancouver.
It was in Vancouver.
It was in John Tortorella went over to the
No, yeah, you wanted to get in the
dressing
room.
after.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah, Torts and Hartley. Yeah, all Hartley. No, nothing beats that. I was also talking to a friend about because we kind of talked about this too, but like goalie fights.
Yeah, I don't think there's very, very many goalie fights.
There's none.
I mean, when's the last one, though?
Ray Emery?
Ray Emery fighting...
Martin Bruin.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Sugar Ray.
Matchups here. We have Sestito and McGrattan lined up against each other. Kevin Bieksa had come up and had a word with Wesker a moment ago. Nope.
Oh, what are you doing?
Audio difficulties, I guess. But
no, like goalie fights, they were still rare.
yeah.
Like in the 90s, I mean, Waugh and Vernon and Potvin and Hextall.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they're rare. They've always been rare. But I mean, now to the point, will we see one again?
I don't know.
Like, you guys see anybody fighting?
I'd imagine
Robin Lehner and
Yeah.
Tuukka Rask.
You know what mine would be? Mike Smith. Mike Smith's loony back there, man.
Yeah, that's why I picked Lehner and Rask.
Yeah, I wouldn't cross Leaner.
No, you're saying to fight each other.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking Mike Smith will fight a player probably, then the goalie will come down the other end.
Didn't Leaner want to fight Scrivens? Like a year or so back when he was on Montreal?
I know Lehner.
He's trying to get Scrivens to come down.
Because I know Robin Lehner. I know he's. I don't know about him, but there's how many goalies are there that'll fight though? There's a couple.
Do you think coaches tell, hey, like, don't fight?
Like you won't see.
Carey Price.
Frederick Anderson or Carey Price fight.
Yeah, it'd just be stupid.
They get hurt. Season's done. Like. Same with like another thing, I guess. If you guys see this happen again, this is not fighting related, but like a goalie scoring. That's been a while for that too.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
I mean, it's pretty hard without you get a trap.
the last one I believe was
Mike Smith.
Mike Smith, yeah.
Mike Smith scored a goal.
Yeah.
Because I know Nabokov has, Theodore has, Berger scored twice. He's got 2 goals in his career. It's more than some players.
You pretty much got to get the puck on like a dump and change, and then
Empty net.
quickly get it, and then
Yeah. I mean, you got obviously Billy Smith was the first to score a goal.
Well, yeah, first one to get credited with a goal.
Yeah.
And Hextall's the first one to shoot it.
Yeah, Rob Ramage was the way I put it in for him. And then Ron Hextall, 87-88, scored by his shot. And then 89 playoffs, he scored with a shot.
Hextall's got 2 then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Chris Osgood scored 1 by shooting. And then Martin Brodeur scored shooting. And Damien Rhodes has 1 by Lyle Odelian.
Oh, okay.
He put it in.
Credit.
Yeah, so he got credit for it. Martin Brodeur got a second one. Damon Lanko put it in.
Oh.
Jose Theodore scored 1 shooting on the goal.
Nabokov,
Nabokov shot on the goal. Mika Nornan got credit off of Robert Reichel against Toronto. And Chris Mason scored off Jeff Sanderson. Cam Ward got credit off of Ilya Kovalchuk. Martin Brodeur again credit off of Jordan Stahl.
3.
And the last one, 13-14, Mike Smith shot on goal against Detroit.
Interesting.
Yep.
You said 13, 14?